Welcome back in, builders. We are in a bit of a tight spot. Last time we had another major landing in our zone. I'm already annoyed that at some point we're going to have to take this stupid landing down. Beyond that, though, we kind of got caught with our pants down. They cut off our supplies. I do have them currently reconnected, but like you can see, we have a lot of out of supply people here. Between episodes, I didn't roll a turn, but I did do a couple more movements. I decided I'm going to pull red off the front line and pull them back here to try to contain and end this as fast as possible. I did a little bit of reshuffling here just to strengthen up the lines. Did a little reshuffling over here to get them down. I decided I would expand this paved road up the coast to try to backfill in a few supplies, if nothing else. Maybe help a little bit alleviate that. As you can see, we are kind of moving in, but I couldn't get anything here. So I have a feeling they're gonna bleed over to here, cut me off, and they will take out the farm food that we're getting from here too. So I'm not super looking forward to that. We also have the 1st Infantry heading down. We've got our Reds coming over. We've got... I don't think you're a whole group, are you? You're just like chunks of things that were left behind to defend. So a little bit of a tight spot here for sure. I couldn't even move this guy out. He's out of fuel. So I moved him back so at least he wasn't surrounded. Hopefully he'll be safe in the line here. Beyond that, I just was poking around, and yeah, we really need that railroad too. We've got some bottlenecks in our logistics that are exceptionally painful at the moment, especially when we're going to have a glut of need because we're gonna have to make up some lost time here. So we're gonna roll this turn and we're gonna just flinch for the hit. This is probably gonna hurt. Ideal world, they don't take that cutoff. I can't imagine the AI doesn't. Also, somebody asked it, I didn't say it out loud, but yes, I did notice that there are some common relics there, and there are a few, there's like 5,000 scavenging left there. So there should be something in there. It's not, I mean, it's common, so it's not going to be anything stellar. But yes, I did notice that. I just didn't call it out. Up north, we did all right, but we kind of also hit a standstill up here. Again, I kind of think we're going to have to wait a second for reinforcements and ammo, etc., to kind of arrive at the front. Hopefully, this green is kind of getting pinched from both directions, and he won't be able to fully redeploy down here against me. We're going to need to go for probably right here a breakthrough and get us around on that town. Yeah. Okay, I'm very glad I extended that road the other way, but that's not going to solve all the problems. Because to get stuff up there, we would have to truck it from somewhere else. And yeah, we don't have the best truck infrastructure up here at the moment. Now, hopefully we will be able to push this gap. This is really important that this does not remain there. I don't know if we'll be able to, but we're going to try. We're going to end up having to use our air power there, and that's going to damage our asset too. Luckily, we're not starving food production-wise, so we have that. Waste disposal accident, time of revolution. We did not make it to the VPs. Yeah, that VP one's another one. I just need to never say yes to that. It's just impossible. They always ask for far more points than it's possible. You'd basically have to have like motorcycles in the plains spreading out to grab territory, just get a shift that large. Okay, thank goodness we're not dead. And we're not dead because, yeah, look at this. We sent almost 2,000 supplies up this way, and we were able to get stuff in there. Whew, that was a good call, if I do say so myself. Look how bottlenecked we are, though. Really, really badly. But it starts from here. We're maxing this out 100%. So, assuming, I guess since we're here, assuming that we got full turn of construction, we did. So 1 turn left on rail 2. That'll help some. I think I'm probably going to go up to rail 3 in all honesty. Okay, let's do our decisions first. Demand bureaucracy gets higher. No, Simba, go away. Nobody likes you. Supreme Command Council priorities, no change. Interior priorities, no change. Research, no change. We pretty much have things dialed in, at least for the foreseeable future. We're having some protests about living conditions. in Nizkai. I think that's on the other island. Okay, we'll just give them some credits. We'll look into that. Some food theft. Almost no chance to actually succeed. Do I have a shadow spy? I do. Okay, we'll take a shot at that. All right, give it a try, buddy. Critical failure. 4 credits were stolen. Well, that's something, I guess. Waste disposal accident. Full support. Critical success. Medicine roll. Excellent job. Yeah, you can see here. So I called this out a long time ago, but I'll just point it out again. So roll was increased by plus 80 due to health score. How do you get health score? By building hospitals. So those buildings that you build, other than VidCom, I don't think VidCom adds to any of those type of roles, but the rest of them all have uses in random events. They demand a resale of a spy. I gotta be careful how much enforcement we take. I'm gonna say yes, accept their offer. Still get some, but not as much, and it will give me at least a little bit of mind, which is slowly slipping away. Provide political support to elite club. I never got a comment from anybody that was able to confirm or deny that that was actually doing anything, but the only comment I really had was, sunk costs, let's just keep doing it. All right, I guess I will, as long as we can afford it. Okay, you have to go. Let's get some recon in here. Okay, unfortunately, not 400 recon, which is what we would have liked. Okay, this is their newest model, a Gauss rifle and combat armor. Okay, so we are ahead of them, although we have not fully upgraded everyone around here. Move to here. Now, I do have a tank. The question is, do we use our air power on this? There are tanks over here. What are you? Okay, it's 50 millimeter with a howitzer. He's going to have the same problem I had, where it's going to be rather difficult for him to get armor over here. So the sooner we push him into the sea, the better. I want to use air, but I'm just really reluctant because I don't want to damage this asset more than I'm going to have to. All right, if we did this, it says we would win. If we add in... He can't even help. If we add in him, that's not helping, nor is that. All right, let's try it. Maybe we get lucky here. Okay. Okay. Come on, guys. You're running out of AP. Excellent. Barely and excellent. You march down here, I guess. And you go here. I don't want to fire that because we're having logistic problems, but maybe it will give them pause and they won't attack me. Okay, good. Yeah, you guys just keep coming this way. Okay, they pulled back up here. I will take the ground. Feels a little iffy to be pushing forward at the moment, but we got to take what's given to us. Are we at war with you guys? No. Okay, I'm not gonna pop off, but I will take ground as they cede it. Okay, we'll keep that. I'm just gonna sit and dig in on this side. You're running a thing, right? Yeah. Okay. Phew is all I can say. All right, what can we do here? 3-to-1 odds, sure. I don't love that. Yeah, unfortunately, Gauss weapons are good enough that they can pin our buggy armor. All right, how are we feeling? Feeling all right. Okay, so you and you. Do it.
Move out. Mission accomplished.
Okay, well, that was more iffy than I would have liked. Okay, I think the reds are all gonna have to chill, so let's... Ooh. I don't love that. All right, I'm gonna chance it. I want to be a little aggressive here to try to bunch them up if I possibly can, so that our airplanes have good shots. And this shrinks my frontage. I have a feeling he's gonna get attacked. Okay, so we have a port here. I think despite the fact that we're not gonna have good recon on it, we're gonna attack that with the hopes of damaging the port. Oh, they have anti-air. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's the first time we've seen that pop up. Okay, well, good to know. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot indeed, my friends. Okay, well, can we tell? We did do damage, so we're lowering their logistics. We know that pain. We dearly know that pain. Okay, well, that could have been better. That could have been worse. Can I raise any formations over here? No. Yeah, you see how stuck on logistics we are. We have nothing. There's nothing free here. I'm gonna guess, yeah. We're not even getting things to the front. We need 900. We have way more. All right, we will overproduce a little bit here just to have them ready. RPGs, we will just send one here, I think. Oops. Buggies, we actually don't even have enough. Yeah, we're not getting our buggies shipped out. Luckily, we didn't lose any tanks or anything. Okay, well, I'm expecting to win this. It's going to be more painful than I would have liked. Is how I think I'm going to conclude what's happening over there. You. How are you guys feeling? Loyalty +2. Okay, you are supposed to fold into here. So I'm not going to build anything there. You have a truck station 2. And you probably could go up to 2. How are you guys feeling? You're feeling like there's a lot of danger. I don't blame you. Okay, your lowest is education and entertainment. Extra barracks would help with lowering the danger. Truck station, it's not even making it to here, so this is not the bottleneck. Thank goodness we had that airbase build up. If I did not have this, I think we would have been in even more trouble. I think we go for these. Let's go ahead and do hospital, I guess. Try to get their quality of life up a little bit because they're going to be pretty cranky. All right, down here, you are a size 1, nearing up to number 2, which we would like. Vidcom, University Barracks, Apartment, Auto Clinic. Yeah, you're pretty set for the time being. We are losing a chunk of power. I'm not surprised. We just did a... what was it that we dropped? The advanced factory. Okay, we just finished solar panel 2s here. We have more in the works, but these are cheap in the grand scheme of things. We are using a lot of machines at the moment. Holy moly. Okay, well, that's fine. We do have our factory somewhere. Airbase apartments, high-tech, rail. Ammo factory. No, not the ammo factory. I want my heavy industry. Heavy industry. All right, we will, I guess, kick you up to 75 for a little bit. That's kind of shocking to me. We were able to chew through those. And we are... high-tech 1, 50%. That's making 2 per turn. That seems like a good amount to me at the moment. I would like to keep that. Look at that, 600 energy. Oh, lads. That is not cheap, is it? That is not cheap at all. Yeah, okay. Well, it needs to be done. That's all I can say is it just needs to be done. All right. Anywhere else? I gotta be a little bit careful here. We're gonna run out of machines I think I'm going to chill for a turn, not queue up anything else. All right, and up here... Okay, unfortunately, they did get those vehicles in. How are you feeling? You're feeling like you're trying to build apartments. Any chance you could call it? Hey, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. We're going to send 2,000 colonists up there. I'm probably going to drop an airport, unless you're, like, much bigger. 13,000. Not really. This is my sweet spot for building a big, more permanent port, so I think that's going to be the plan in the short term. We've talked about air bridging some. Maybe I need to put some more effort into figuring out that, because otherwise we're gonna struggle. Okay, up here, I don't have any other recon elements. Okay, if you go in, I don't want to send just my tanks by themselves. Getting replacements here are so hard.
Operation successful.
Excellent. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. We are spread a little thinner than I would like, but that is what it is. A high-tech buggy. What are the odds? Pretty good.
Let's go.
There's only two of them, supposedly. I do find those things kind of fragile. Sure, we'll take that. I gotta be careful because they could swing in from the mountains. All right, here, sealed road. A little bit awkward, but it is what it is. And same here. It just is what it is. How are we actually doing here? We have no points left. We are getting about 1,000 up there. Okay, so we're using up the logistics we have, which is fine. I mean, that's, again, it is what it is. All right, this place actually has an air base too, and this would probably get me the rest of the island. We gotta wait on the apartments again, though. Okay, again, I'm gonna colonize. Nope, we have no logistics up here. Okay. Okay, it is what it is. All right, you guys. I think we're gonna send blue to the west side. Gray are our fighters up here. The greenish guys are MGs, I'm pretty certain. Yeah. So we need some of these guys on the left side. Okay, done. We looked at you. You're working on apartments. You are upgrading this port with 0.2 turns left. Okay, go for it. How are we doing on our contract? 8 turns left. Okay. We are not making a lot of cash. I am not loving our economics at the moment. What's going on with that? Yeah, we are losing just over 200 credits a turn. I don't love that at all. Salaries and bonuses, I can't do much about that. Public investment, we're only investing 42 credits. Apparently, we don't have, and Mepical does not have emergency food. Interesting. Okay, a little bit of debt in a couple places. We might be able to grease the wheels here, especially South Seatown. There's no reason that you shouldn't have money. And we have a private investment. No, that'd be a zone. Private investment. South Seatown. Go. 4,198. Yes. Yes. An investor backing. We'll do them. We can have a commercial project too. You know what? We have 2 subterranean sensors. Let's actually use one here. those help you find archaeological finds. Who knows? Maybe there's something up there. I don't have much use for it otherwise, so may as well get something out of it. All right, and as a nation... Okay, decreased sales tax did... No, it wasn't sales tax. It was income tax we were having the problem with, and I'm pretty sure we took care of it. I kind of want a war game, but apparently I don't have a war game. You know what? Let's play an all for the front.
We'll go.
Yeah, extra casualty threshold, just in case we have a bad turn here.
Order acknowledged.
Do a cabinet retreat, and then I think we'll save what we have there. Okay, we're still losing some power. Otherwise, we're looking good. We're actually down a little bit of oil. Hi. You pumped out all your oil. Let's disband you then. There's no point in paying for that. Okay, so I want some oil. You could do it. You could do it. That's way less. I think we'll do it right here. Can't tell which town you're in. I guess it doesn't matter. So dirt road from here into there. Obstruct. I'm glad I noticed that. Maybe that's what happened. We used up our oil, and so we're not selling any off. There we go. We'll get that pump up. All right, I think that just kind of is what it is. I kind of wish we had some sort of direct, like building we could build that would generate some credits like directly. Don't know exactly how that would work, but yeah. Budget crises are budget crises. Where's my efficiency drive? That usually is our economy. All right, run it. What do we got? I mean, we're only fighting in what I would call probably 3 major wars at the moment across 2 different, well, actually 3 fronts really, because that's really not a combined front over there. Look at that, some rares. We literally only have 1 kind of bad rare mine in our entire territory. Probably should go check in on that now that I say that out loud. See how we're doing. The cash thing is very worrisome to me, though. I think we're going to need to sell some stuff off just for operating cash. Yeah, maybe an air bridge would be nice, because then that would save us about, what did we pay for that contract? Almost 3K every 10 turns. So 300 credits a turn. That's pricey. That's really pricey. And it's not easily scalable, whereas a air bridge would be as long as we're not losing planes. Okay, random aliens somewhere. Oh man, imagine having to get past that mountain. Oof. Okay, glad I didn't start on that. Round 206. Man, this has gone on long. Motorized assault infantry army. I like the mechanized if you're going to do this. I don't like mixing treads and wheels. Tech level 8. Child of the Stars could be interesting for somebody. Cabinet, war game. All right. CO asked me to participate. Yes, we need research. National budget, no changes. Enforcement, no. Bad Simba, no changes. I really wish there was a no changes and don't ask until I say something. Rebels in Limard, full support. That is not what we need at the moment. Okay, I do spot them this time, so nobody needs to have a panic attack. Except for me, because this is going to be absolutely terrible. All right, we need you to wipe them out if at all possible. All right, we're going to try to do this via air power. All right, full recon.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango.
I need to get a 4th group apparently, because we're never getting to 400 at the moment. Okay. I don't think a tank's going to be able to kill that by itself, so I am going to have to use our air power here. This is so vital that this does not cut off something else. They're not going to finish it. The tank definitely will have to attack.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, that's not bad though. All right, do it. I'm pretty confident with that support. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We lose a tank?
No problemo.
Man. All right, well, at least it's down. At least it's down. Okay, you guys filter into my lines. All right, well, at least we've stabilized. With my tank having already gone, also being damaged. Hang on, before I forget. That makes me sad. I think we just chill here for a turn. Maybe these guys. Okay, these two aren't in too bad shape. No, let's not push our luck here. Let's just recoup for a turn. All right, do we have any supplies here? Nope. Okay, we're not going to see the difference in our supplies yet. Yeah, we're not going to see that yet because we just got the tier 2. Well, at least I think we got the tier 2. Yes. All right, and you know what? I think I'm just going to invest and go straight to tier 3. We're going to need it at some point. And let's just know that that's not going to be any of our problem.
Yes, sir.
4 turns. Yeah, I wish I would have recognized that we were getting that close sooner. Yeah, we are trucking things. We are railroading things. You can see how much better the railroad is compared to the truck route. We are getting here relatively well. And then we just kind of die right there, don't we? Well, kind of, sort of. We're close. We did get railroad up here, didn't we? Yeah, we have rail. Wait, are you not connected? Okay, no, it had rail. For a second, I thought we didn't have the rail connected. I really don't like that. That really looks like it's not, but it is. It is. Okay, let's give that another turn and then we'll see what else we can improve. I think that's gonna chill. I think we just chill here. Other than you, maybe we can pressure him to pull back further. Again, if we could get these out of here, we could shorten our front line some more. All right, at the home front, I don't have any strat move to get my planes where I need them, so I think we're just not even going to bother with that at the moment. I do want to get another recon set. Okay, we are working on the apartments. I'm going to do the same plan. We're going to send about 2K people.
Aye, aye, sir.
Just as workers, just keep trying to get that done. Okay, up here. You guys just get on in. I'm not in a super duper hurry here. If this doesn't look good, yeah, that's not terrible. Let's just wait. Let's get some more actual attack units. Again, I'm not in a super rush here. It's fine. They're not pushing me back or anything. I think I'm gonna disband that. And that's not gonna do much for me up here. The rest of it can stay. Okay, there we go. Port 3. Maybe that'll help that logistical problem. Okay, so now it's showing that we have a little bit of a problem here. I'm gonna guess... I'm not sure what would help, because this truck station should be able to pick that up relatively easily. So I'm not sure building another truck station here would help. I think we're just moving that many supplies. Raising this could help. The blue might also just be the amount of port points we have. Let's see. That's not telling me a lot. Neither is that. I think I'm gonna leave that alone. I think I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Okay, so I think that's everything. A little bit of a weird turn there, but rebels will do that to you, I suppose. Okay, we didn't do our support faction because I spent it on other things. Let's do that. As a nation, we got a war game.
Order acknowledged.
A cabinet retreat. Okay, that's feeling pretty good. Zone-wise, do we have another investment? We don't. We do have a private investment. Okay, when we were looking at the treasury, I did note, it actually tells me where people have debt. This is a lot easier than fiddling with it the other way. Belhaven, I highly doubt that this is going to be very good for you. I don't even know where you are off the top of my head. I think that's one of these coastal ones. Yeah, it's here. One of the places I want to get rid of. You're going to try to fold into that. Loyalty is going up extremely slowly. Yeah, I find these port cities exceptionally tedious. I do not like this mechanic at all. I wish they would just auto fold in to that, and you didn't have to treat these like little towns. Okay, please don't break encirclement. That's all I have to say about that. Knowing from having to repair our own port, he shouldn't even have that port repaired yet, so hopefully next turn we'll be able to turn our aircraft against that again. Keep damaging it so he can't get supplies in theory at least. Or at least not be able to strap move people, hopefully. I wonder if they play by regular maritime trade house logistics rules. I didn't think about that before. Because they certainly are able to transport a lot more units than I am. I wonder if they get to cheat with that too. Because that's a lot of units now that I think about it. He had 2 independent tank squads, plus a lot of infantry. Like a lot of infantry. Alright, what are you guys gonna do? Man, stupid landing. We'd probably already be up here. We'd have that town taken if we didn't have to stop for that. Another industrial accident. 2 of them. Echo Tracer spy kit. Heavy helicopters. Heavy RPGs. Cross-pollination. Algae plants able to create new species, provide more food. Okay, that one's actually kind of interesting too. Farms are a lot of my workforce. Oh, you know what? I didn't even look at our money. I guess we're okay. That could have been rather bad. I guess we're gonna give a subsidy because we have not got a lot of commerce opportunities. No, we're not gonna do enforcement, Simba. Man, I can't wait for him to die of old age. Okay, Economic Council. We'll grab the high-speed rail. I'm kind of leaning towards cluster bombs. Yeah, we might make a strap bomber. Industrial accident, full support. Critical success, great. And again, great. City upgrade for Lamard, not the moment. Not the moment. Their Senate turns against us. Do we launch political influencing? Yes. An oratory role. All right, so let's juice him up as best we can. So a shadow spy. I don't think a shadow diplomat's gonna matter here, but I'm gonna put it on there anyways, just in case. He's already happy, so I can't do anything about that. We have a better than 50% chance to succeed. I would really like it if we would.
Understood.
Success. We sent many envoys, did a lot of talking and persuading a number of key players to change their position. Relations with them stay friendly. Well, that's good.
Understood.
Could you guys please change your ruling people to somebody who will actually accept me? I highly doubt... No, that's not where I want to be. I highly doubt this, but just out of curiosity... Yeah, what we need is the friendship pact, I'm pretty certain. Oh, no, we still need the non-aggression, that's right. Non-aggression, and they don't support it. Man, I'm very disappointed in that there's just literally nothing I can do. We've probably spent 500 political points on boosting that faction, and they still haven't managed a coup yet. Feels bad, man. Okay, step one, let's get our recon. I do think rather than bombing the port, I think I do want to push them back from here. This is gonna be a painful attack because it's across the river.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, again, didn't make it to 400. I'm not loving that. And then we attack here. Yeah, our rockets are not the best for attacking infantry, for sure.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Yeah, unfortunate. All right, well, speaking of unfortunate, 1 to 7. Cannot do it. All right, you need to get over that river. You're worthless to me as it is. All right, how about an attack over here? All right, we'll take those odds. Brutal is all I can say about that. All right, but closer we go. Closer we go. Reinforcements. We're good. Yeah, we're good. I had some spares. Okay, what is our bottleneck situation over here? I'm not actually that impressed with that, if I'm being honest. Okay, this did improve. Like, this did improve, but not nearly as much as I would have liked. So I am glad we're going to go up to level 3. I don't want to see reds, frankly. Blues are iffy. I don't want to see reds, especially not on the main line that we're using. I am kind of thinking maybe you could be helpful. Can we upgrade your truck? You have a truck station, don't you? Yeah, you have a truck station 2. I can't do 3. Okay. And you have a railhead. It's a railhead 1. I don't know if that actually matters. Yeah, I don't think you can upgrade that. I guess that's okay. Man, ugh, yikes. Okay, up here, I think I want to try to declare on these guys if I can. So, minor war. No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're at war without penalties. All right, get in here.
No problem.
Yeah, that was obviously going to be the conclusion. We probably could even push on that harder.
No problem.
Yeah, I want to do this and get this out of the way so that we can get this frontage shortened. These green plus a couple here. Maybe we get the grays here and then we can push in on this hopefully with the pinks. And I don't think anything else is going to move here. A little bit sad about that. The north. And you're not going to be able to build any bigger, right? How you doing? All right, we got the apartments. There we go. That's something. I will send some more colonists. Another 2K.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so... yeah, we're barbaric here. We have no health and no education. I don't suppose we have a card that could help with one of the two. Maybe a zone. Health or education. Okay, we could do a hospice. Sure, we will do that.
Aye, aye, sir.
And you know what? We'll do the proud waste too.
Aye, aye, sir.
I don't want to put these type of things out here, so I'm going to hold off on that. So that's double health, so we still need some education. Get a university. Yeah, getting that up off of barbaric will be very helpful. They're not in the worst shape. They just need to get that cleaned up. Okay, here, blue, blue, blue. Okay, and you're gonna shift around that way. Ditto. Ditto. Yeah, we're getting ourselves set up here pretty nicely. I will leave that over here, I think. I'm kind of hoping I can just squeeze him out of here and I don't have to do those mountain fights. I would definitely prefer not to do that if I get the choice. All right, we'll give them a second to get prepared. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that. Nation. We'll war game.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, run it. I feel like we're making progress there. Slow for sure, but progress nonetheless. I'm more concerned about that landing. I am much more concerned about that landing. If we can push that, is that even a port? Whatever that is he's defending over here out, we should be able to get a pretty good surround in the middle. Another tank unit would be really helpful over here. I wonder if I could get one. I wonder what our logistics look like at the moment. We didn't attack last turn, so we probably will have as good as we could get logistics wise. I think I'm gonna build another one up there. Just shuffling around, guys. That's cool. What are you? Is that another major dropping in here? What an annoying piece of land. Just literally landings everywhere. Always threatening to cut me off, just constantly. Ooh, we got our first walker. Yuri. Okay, here's another piece of advice. I wish I could immediately just go to... I guess this is the between turn thing. I was gonna say immediately go to assigning a new person. Tell me what he was doing, because I don't remember, frankly. All right, salaries for leaders, no changes. We did get the newest helicopter. Yeah, a heavy helicopter. We also have the heavy aircraft. Let's do the heavy aircraft with maybe an eye towards that air bridge idea. So the extra heavy new blueprint. Just one, please. All right, so what would I want out of this? In an ideal world, it's cargo. I have literally no idea what that's going to look like. So this is going to be a transport, I assume. Big engines, big fuel, big wings. All right, so fuel is my limiting factor at the moment. 26 hexes, 25. Excuse me, 25 the whole time. Okay, does this change it? That makes it worse. That makes it worse. Okay, I don't hate that. 25 hexes is probably more than I would want. Quite a bit more. I think I would rather have more space. 16. I feel like... I mean, that would be between our two cities. That would actually be better, because we could just go from our capital to the island city. It's been a very long time since I fiddled with anything that had to do with air bridging. I think this is it. 12K cargo capacity. That should be plenty, right? Because we're not moving that many supplies around. I guess we'll find out. We can experiment together. If you know anything about air bridges, give me an info dump about air bridges. Hopefully this is an okay design. I'm very happy with the distance. We have a very airplane friendly atmo on this planet. Oh, I also had a question. Somebody said, why don't you produce ammo closer to the front? The reason being, unless you set your cities to local supply, everything you produce, and I mean everything, goes to the SHQ and then back out. So like you have to send it to them and then they reallocate it. So generally speaking, it's a pain in the butt to fiddle with local supply, or like we talked about before, do a second SHQ. It's almost like having two factions you're controlling at once. It's clunky. It's very clunky. The island having its own SHQ might make sense. Maybe when we're done conquering it, I would consider doing that. And we just kind of make them self-contained, and then we can ship stuff back and forth, but you kind of have to do that manually. So again, it's a really big pain in the butt. It's a really big pain in the butt. Okay, down here, I would like my recon. All right, yeah, let's do it. Whoops, that was not what I wanted. You recon here. No.
Birds are in the sky.
Okay, we did get to 400 on that one. Lighter terrain, I suppose. All right, I'm not gonna air that. I think we're just gonna tank it.
Move out.
Yeah, it's not much here.
No problemo.
Okay, plenty of AP left on the tank, although we're gonna use a chunk to move. What are the odds? Not stellar. Okay, let's not do that. If you went in here and we just sent any red guys who could help, sure. I want these to be pretty decisive if I can help it. All right, now let's put you that way, you that way. All right, well, if I was him, I'd be getting those troops out of there. All right, and over here. Yeah, get him out of here. Yeah, tank.
No problemo.
Oh, and his tank surrendered. Uh-huh. That makes me happy. All right, and I will have these pinks move up. I'm gonna try to make a cutoff here with pink, and we'll surround and roll this if I can. All right, that's fine. Making some movement. I mean, we are heading towards here. That's the ideal. Who are you? Oh, it's them. God, this guy's just everywhere, isn't he? Got all kinds of stuff over here. Pretty sure he did not have this before. So, yep. Yep. All right, well, it is what it is on that. Okay, that's done. How are we on power? Are we still having problems? No, we have solved our power problem. Pretty handily, actually. Are we rocking a high power plant setting? No, we kept it low. 2.4 turns left on the rail. I don't like seeing that. Why is that not actually finishing here? I don't think we have anybody else I'm too concerned about. We're out of machines. That's what's going on. What happened there? Excuse me? What happened there? 70% production. All right, take it to 100% apparently. We're using them up, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Okay. Truck station, apartment, uni. Hey, you're at high civ, you need some security.
Wilco.
There you go. Okay, you need some education, and we're building it. Working on apartments still. Hey, look at that. That's a good sign. Send some colonists. Okay, and then here, what are my odds if we send the grays in? I'll take it.
Bring in the tanks.
And here I thought I was going to have air forces up here. Ha! What little did I know.
Operation successful.
All right, that was just an oil thing, apparently, that they were just dead set on not losing, I guess. Okay. Again, no reason to get too crazy. Let's just take our time and do it properly. Yeah, I think that just is what it is. All right, card-wise, I don't remember if I did this again last turn, but we need to do our support faction. I honestly don't see this doing anything. That's very unfortunate. Maybe we save up. Maybe we try a call to rebellion. What are my odds on him? We have no chance. Okay. Sad. All right, what do you got? I would love it if we could get this guy out of here. I don't think it's going to happen in one turn, but a couple more and we can probably push him back into the sea there. I should look at him on the map. Am I crazy in saying that he conquered the rest of this island? Because I don't feel like he was over here before when we were looking. It was like yellow that was over here. Luckily, we're like an entire tier of military tech ahead of them, although we haven't updated all of our forces actually to use our heavy combat armor, which I would love to do, but our logistical problems are causing a holdup on that. Maybe the Rail 3 will clear that up. I hope. Yeah, man. Okay, well, he's not even trying to get out, so I guess that's a good sign telling me that I guess I'm in charge. But you were thinking really hard about this again. Moral high standing in Kracken nest. Boy, they like to do that, don't they? All right. New advisor. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a clown show, isn't it? Yeah, absolute clown show. All right. Do we have a recruit senior?
Order acknowledged.
I mean, for an advisor, that's perfectly fine. So, Dawn Taylor, you're in.
Okay.
And I probably will assign you. All right, we do have walkers. Our light infantry brigade. We could add some walkers to that. That would be good for what I'm using them for. Let's do it. Let's add a reinforcement type. And let's add a walker. And maybe we do 2 walkers. That's quite a lot. That's a lot of walkers. Maybe we add just 1. There are 5, so that would be an awfully lot. 10 walkers would mean we'd have 5 infantry and a walker. Let's try that. We can always come back in and do it a second time if we want.
Yes, sir.
Okay, minor worker strike. Pay them off, please. Ditto.
Aye, sir.
Major worker strike. Pay them off, please. Yeah, let's try to get rid of the barbarians. Critical success. We still lost 1,400. Man, that's a bad event.
Understood.
Support the elite club. And you know what? We'll just do it again. While we're here. Sure, why not? I'd be really curious to know what the mechanics are behind that. You know what? We haven't checked in here either today. How are you feeling? Your loyalty is going down a little bit. Low quality of life. Yeah, I bet you it is. I bet you it is. All right, let's just check.
Roger that.
Okay, you need to go into South Sea. Has city asset, private lab, and 1 other. 100% population will transfer. Okay, let's crush assets again and see if that's true. I even built light industry. I just don't bloody want it. I just don't want it. All right, now also, he makes a leadership role. Let's give him a shadow spy.
Copy that.
That'll give him a little bit better role.
Roger that.
Relations with governors reduced. Failed the leadership role. Okay, so moved cultural adjustment. Okay, now it's South Sea town. So we failed the role, but people did move. So that works. That's fine by me. Okay, strap move you to there. All right, excellent. I will just leave him on the port just to have somebody there. I am so glad. I'm so glad. That's 1 less. That's 1 less. Okay, we do have some oil coming in. That's why my money started going up. That's probably what happened. We probably pumped all that oil out and I didn't notice. And that's where most of our budget's coming, is from the sale of that. So, good to know. Good to know. Also, where are we at on that railroad? 1.4 turns left. And we are making some machines again. Oh, I know what happened. You use machines to make high tech. I'm almost certain that's what happened. Actually, now that I say that out loud, let me make sure I'm not talking out of something. Where is my high tech? Heavy industry, high command, apartments. Why can I never see the building I want to look at? High tech. No, I'm talking out my butt. 25 rares, 1,200 energy, 1,000 workers. Nope, I am talking about one, but I think we're just using it for the rail station then. Okay. Over here. You are a pretty juicy stack. I'd love to dislodge you. There's nothing there I care about. All right, let's push you. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him out of here. Oh, look at that flak shooting at me. We did get the 400 we wanted. I am gonna attack. So far, their flak has been entirely ineffectual. I don't even think they've actually... in fact, I know they haven't killed one because we haven't built any reinforcements. They are getting some hits every once in a while. And that was not impressive. Alright, if we were not even a shot. Okay. How about over here? If we sent in basically the vehicles and the red manpower. I'm expecting losses on this. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. And then over here... not good enough. How about here? 1 to 1. I don't need to force this. It's fine. All right, over here. Do I dare? Oops, not you. I do dare. Probably overkill, but I didn't want to have a happening. All right, we're building up that front line I wanted. Yeah, I think we'll hold here. We'll get Pink to swarm down here and try to get a frontage. Yeah, okay, that's fine. 1 turn left on the barracks. 0.2 on the uni. 0.4 on the apartments. All right, we are able to send colonists here. Although we've used up a good chunk of them. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. Well, not exactly. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I'm a little surprised that they just let me surround this. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. I don't think we're going to be in position to do this right now. Now, let's hold off on that. Now, hopefully he'll try to attack out and pretend like he needs supplies. That would be ideal. Okay, here. Medal of Merit. We haven't been hitting the retirement much lately, have we? Here, Mr. Cranky Pants. Goodbye. And how about you? Got 2. Got 2. Got 1.
Order acknowledged.
Failed.
Order acknowledged.
Failed. Wow, those are horrific
Order
rolls. We succeeded with a 6. Okay, sure. Why not? And nation, war game. I want to keep those people happy. Okay, well, unfortunately, we are out of time. I was really hoping that we could push them fully out into the sea, but we didn't quite make it, but we will win in the end. If nothing else, we did hurt his manpower, I would hope, quite a bit. If we look at our map, and we look at him, yeah, he's got this island. This is definitely not where he came from. He started up there. He doesn't even have that fully conquered, so I'm kind of surprised he's down here fiddling around. But it kind of is what it is. Hey, this green is another major that we're working on taking out. What do you even have left? Oh, you have this island. I don't think that was where he was from either, but I guess he's still there. If we go in here and we look at our victory, hey, look at that, 21%. I mean, it is 50 points to win, so we got a ways to go for sure. These two islands together, though, should take us into the neighborhood. Let's just say it that way. And we will eliminate at least him out of here too. So another less competitor to have to deal with. All right, as always, the discussion is super helpful. Sharing what you know about air bridges would be really nice. That is going to be something that we're going to make an attempt at. Oh, I also didn't produce, hang on. Oh, because I didn't change it. Okay, we'll look at making our walkers next time. We need to change things, but that means I need to ship them. And I don't think we still are cleared up from our problems. Actually, that's not terrible. But I'm not going to change them while they're in the middle of a firefight. So, yeah, that will be a next time thing. As always, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Super helpful, especially for these long series as they kind of peter out a little bit. Helps you to maybe try the series with some new people. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you here or on a live stream. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks here. Join me live for a super chat. Check out the channel memberships, which do get you early access to videos that I'm working on for my members' first videos, such as this series and other things I'm working on. I also have a Patreon linked in the channel info if you just want to give a tip. All right, Krakens and builders alike, I will catch you in the next one. Babel out.